One of the most frightening effects of sin is spiritual and moral blindness, deafness, being mute. I mean, you can't see it. You know, you ever try to explain the faith to somebody and said, "Oh, I can't see it." Why can't they see it? They're blind. And I can preach, as I often do, to say 1,000 people or 1,000,000. Doesn't make any difference. With technology, it's just as easy for me to preach to 10 million people as it is to preach to 10. Same effort required. I just stand in front of a TV camera, and I go out to 10 million people. Now, principle. Things are received according to the mode of the receiver. Every human being receives as they are able to receive. In other words, we have a kind of a filter. And that filter is comprised of our intelligence, our education, our life's experiences, environmental and cultural factors. That constitutes a filter. And what we receive, whether through reading, hearing, whatever, passes through that filter. So things are received according to the disposition of the one receiving. So I can preach to 10 million people, and each one of them receives it directly proportional to his ability to receive it. Okay? Now, problem is, a lot of people don't check their filter. It's clogged up. It's defective. It's deficient. Right? I can preach to 10 million people, and I've done this in church. Let's say I'm at a parish and I'm preaching, and I talk about one of the things that I'll, like, alternative lifestyles, like they say now, right? And I always start out saying, look, you got to love everybody. God loves everybody. Does God love the gay person? Yes. God loves everybody. Now, God doesn't love sin. Make the distinction between loving the sinner and hating the sin. I've got to love everybody, though. I can't be bigoted. I can't be, I can't persecute any class of people for whatever reason. Objectively speaking, they may be dead wrong in mortal sin, objectively speaking. But I got to love them. Does Jesus love every sinner? Yes. He doesn't love their sin. The sin separates them. In a manner of speaking, and I use this in quotation marks, God hates sin. I mean, you say, well, God can't hate. In a way, he does. Why? Because he knows what it is. He knows it can separate his beloved child from himself. God loves the sinner, though. So I'll say, well, you got to love all people. You got to love the homosexual people. But, you know, you also, if you love them, you got to be honest.